Hello everybody, got some good news. I've got my first allotment plot after many years of waiting. Quite excited. Here is my plot. So of this whole plot, I've actually had to share my plot with somebody else, with Steve, Rob, and Rose. So that's the middle partition. So Steve's side, Steve, Rob, and Rose's side is this side. So they've got a little shed there, which they kindly allow me to use, and my side is on this side. The difference is on my side, there's quite a large peach tree and a fig tree, so that creates quite a bit of shade on my side. So obviously it limits how much we can grow, but that's absolutely fine. I've never had an allotment plot, and I'm going to try and fit it around my lifestyle, because that's the only thing that really concerns me. I mean, I have a job, I have 4 children, and you know, they're my priority, my children, and I'll bring them over. And I've also got my own garden, as you've seen, and my sister's garden to help out on. So this year I'm really going to just try and see if I can maintain this place and see how committed I am before I even consider taking on a bigger plot, because I've actually already been I only got this plot a couple of weeks ago, and I've already been offered a larger plot, but I've refused to take the larger plot this year because I think I'd like to see how committed I am first, before I move on to another plot. So far, all I've done, and it's hard work because I'm actually fasting at the moment, it's the month of Ramadan, so I've just been digging this area here. So my brother-in-law has kindly come over to help me out as well. And so just been doing some digging, little bit of tilling, and I think we'll grow some beans here. We'll try it out and see what happens. This year is really going to be a testing time, and just to see how things are and what sort of things grow well in the soil. Here is the plot next door, gentleman named Ruhul, and I'll walk you around actually, and I'll show you what some of the things other people have done. It's actually pretty good, and it's always quite exciting coming to allotments. I hope people don't mind. So you can see there's a polytunnel there, and in that polytunnel, I'm not going to go in there, I think I can see celery, and cabbage. There's quite a few things growing, but I'm not going to go into anyone else's plot without their permission. So people over the years, they've been, you know, you can't get an allotment to look like this in 1 year. It would be amazing if I could, unless you can give a huge amount of time. So just beyond these allotments, on the other side, is a small river. This is Louis. Louis created himself a bar. He's got a bar and a greenhouse, and everything's it grows in raised beds. So this is what you can expect to create after a lot of effort. After several years of effort. Louis is from St. Lucia. Funnily enough, so is my next door neighbour at home. So my next door neighbour plot holder here is also from St. Lucia. A few things growing here. Spinach, lettuce. Look at that big rosemary bush. A bit of polytunnels. And the great thing here is that the water is unlimited, so we can use as much water as we want, and we can even use a hose pipe. So that's really, really useful. So obviously some plots are well maintained, more well maintained than others, as you can see. fruit trees have all been blossoming quite well around here. So the chairman of this allotment site is Ben, his name. He's just based around, this is his plot, and he's got a polytunnel with peppers growing there. So he's really into his chilies and peppers. So this is Ben's plot. Ben is the chairman of this whole area, and here he's growing some onions, which I've never heard of. Ben, what are they called?
Kelsey onions.
Kelsey onions. So these apparently grow up to about 1 kilo in size. So I'm looking forward to that. So you can see he separated them quite nicely, so they've got enough space in between them because they're going to be growing quite large, hopefully. There's some asparagus. So Ben has kindly allowed me to just show you what's grown in his plot. Got some rhubarb, and I think that's artichokes. Ben's plot is nice and tidy. Here are some shallots, broad beans. Broad beans have grown in rows, and these seem to be like a dwarf variety. Because I have grown broad beans before, and they've been a lot taller than the ones I've grown. So these seem to be a shorter variety. This is pak choy. There's a bed of strawberries, and just next to the strawberries we have leek, and Ben's got his little kitchen and storage place as well, a shed. And let me just show you the Ben's polytunnel. So, wow, it's very hot in here. These are his chili plants. Ben loves chilies, so he usually grows, he said, the chilies inside the polytunnel, of course, and also he on the sides. So all along here he'll be growing vegetables, and all along the right hand side as well. And if we go here, we can see this corn, and little pots, corn. This looks like cucumber. Oh, it's courgette, in fact, so it's labelled, so that's courgette. Some kind of beans, for sure. Here is the cucumber. And over on this side, chard peas. So Ben's got a nice setup here. And this is what you can achieve after several years. So let me just go back to my plot and I'll show you what else we find along the way. Every time I walk past these, they catch my eye. How can they not? Look how beautiful that is. It's funny, eh? There's a door there. I'm just going to walk you to the end because it looks really nice over there. Very nice walk. Somebody else's greenhouse. Very well maintained plot. This plot is also very well maintained, and the ladies who maintain this plot are expert pruners, so I will be asking them to help me to prune my peach tree eventually. But yeah, it's a very beautiful plot, very well maintained. Look at this. Look at this. Beautiful lawn, greenhouse, fantastic, eh? They've got their shed or summer house and some decking. I need to meet this person. I won't go any further. But yeah, so this is it, guys. I've got my plot. This is the sort of thing I need to achieve one day, or hope to achieve at least, to somewhere near as that sort of level. So wish me luck. And what I'll do is I'll show you my progress. My brother-in-law is here today to help me out. We're digging this place up, and hopefully in a few months we should have some great amount of vegetables growing. So anyway, guys, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and follow my channel, and I'll show you how this allotment turns out in a few months.